I'm Ariadna.
I'm Marina.
We are two European volunteers living in Poland.
And you are listening to One Way Ticket, a podcast about living abroad.
In each episode, we will talk with other people about their own experiences.
Whether you are a professional traveler or you have never left your hometown, stay with us.
Hey people! We are here in our third program of this podcast, and this is a special one. We wanted to do like a special one because in 1 week it's going to be Christmas, and we discovered, just talking with like the volunteers team, that in each country there are different Christmas traditions. So we thought that it can be a good idea to just do a program about these intercultural traditions, Christmas traditions. And that's why we have today with us Jernej. Hello, Jernej.
Hello, Ariadna. Hello, Marina. And hello, you guys.
Yes.
Welcome.
Welcome again. So first of all, and because it's like the tradition of the podcast, you have to talk about you, why you are here, where you come from, a little bit, just a summary.
Yeah.
All right. So, my name is Jernej. Mm-hmm. I come from Slovenia. Not Slovakia, Slovenia. And I'm here, to volunteer, to help to create something good. To create something good for youngsters, for older people, for everybody who is interested in MODE Foundation to do different things with us, and also to discover this part of Europe, which is the first time for me in Poland. So that is a big thing that brought me here.
Okay, so you're doing a European Solidarity Corps, right?
Yes,
because now the people know about European Solidarity Corps, because in our second program we talked about this. So no. I have another question for you, actually.
All right.
Because I don't know if you are going to stay here in Poland during Christmas.
Well, I probably will, most probably, but I'm not sure yet, because plans can change, but probably I'm staying.
Okay. And how about it's going to be your first time in another country during Christmas?
This is actually it will be my second time outside of Slovenia for Christmas, so I'm actually looking forward to it.
Okay.
Because there are different traditions in every country, and I still haven't done a lot of research. How should I prepare myself for Christmas celebrations here in Poland? Like, what are the customs and but I will do that in the weeks that are in front of us.
Mm-hmm. Okay, because Marina and I were going to home for Christmas. Yes, that's why I was asking. So I don't know how to start. Well, because there are lots of topics related to Christmas, but maybe we can start with the food. Maybe what do you eat?
This is the basic thing for Christmas.
So I don't know if in your countries there is like a real special dish or a food that you eat, or meal, or maybe something really important, or yes.
I wouldn't say that we have like really traditional meal in Slovenia, but we have like traditional pastries. It's I would like to talk about two of them. It's like, one is potica. Say, repeat it.
Potica?
Potica, yes.
Potica.
This is like a big piece of pastry, rolled, not rolled, flattened on the table, and then you put a lot of toppings on it. Usually it's like mixture of eggs, sugar, or it can be honey, raisins, crushed walnuts or hazelnut, something like this. You spread it all over and then you roll it like,
Okay.
and then you put it on a baking tray and then you bake it. And it's really good. It's actually, it's Christmas pastry, but it's also during the Easter, so it's like national dish. It's almost during all the celebrations. Also for birthday, it's usually they usually prepare potica. And the other pastries are like honey cookies. In Slovenia we say medeniaki.
Medeniaki.
Yeah, because here in Polish is miod, is honey.
Okay.
In Slovenia is medeniaki.
Okay.
These are like quite simple cookies, usually made out of buckwheat flour and a lot of honey. So they're really simple, they're really easy to make. Usually you just play with different shapes of the cookies, so it's a lot of fun for the children to make them with their parents and their grandparents. So that's basically the whole point of the Christmas, to just be together with each other.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, in France, but I don't know if it's just in France or not, but we have also a cake like that is round, like that has the same shape, but it's called like it's a Christmas log. But I don't know if it's just in
Spain
France
we
or
have like very similar, like the Christmas trunk.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's usually with ice cream inside. It's not really a cake.
It's like a cream or something.
Yeah,
Yes.
but like ice cream
Yes.
frozen.
And outside in Spain, I don't know if I think it's general in Spain, but in Catalonia outside it's like with chocolate because it's like a trunk.
Yeah, like the very traditional one.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
and you do like the drawing, so it looks like wood.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yes. And something else about France, about the food.
I don't know, because for me, in my family, we have like we do Portuguese and French dish
Of course,
mixed. So it's like I'm not sure what is French and what is Portuguese. I think most of the time we actually cook Portuguese dish, but we do it in a French way.
That's quite
Like a fusion.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's
That's cool.
interesting.
But one of the things we have all the time, this is Portuguese, but I don't remember the name. It's some kind of dumplings, not dumplings. It's more like it's close to what you have in Spain, like croquetas,
Yes.
and
okay.
it's filled like with meats. And it's like very simple. It can be with cod, but it's like very simple. But we have this like for sure. It's like one of the things that we have every year for New Year's and Christmas. It's like this kind of food.
Okay. So I can talk about. So I think I will talk about Catalonia because in Catalonia we have like a quite strong Christmas traditions, and I think in general in Spain there is not like a very traditional dish. Like in each region they like eat. For example, in the north I think they eat fish because they are like Galicia, Asturias, País Vasco, Euskera, and so on, so on. So in Catalonia we have. The 24th, the 25th, 4th of 5th, of December, depending on the family, but you eat a soup with something called galettes, which is like a very big pasta, and you can put like meat inside as well of that, but it's like a very big pasta, and it's my favorite pasta actually of the world, but it's just in Christmas. You cannot find galettes during the year. I don't know why. So, galettes. And then we have, I think it's in general in Spain, but we have this sweet thing called turrón, which is like something like really sweet. I don't know how to describe, but there is a lot of sugar and almond. The traditional one is with almonds. But yes, and what else we have?
Can I say just?
Yes.
I think we have also this in Slovenia, but we call it a bit different. It's called mandulat.
Okay,
But I think it's mostly the same. Some nuts and usually it's just sugar.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And we call it actually turşki med, which means Turkish honey. So
Wow.
I don't know where this name comes from. Maybe they brought it there.
Okay.
I think it's more or less the same.
Yeah. And then in Catalonia, the 26th, it's a free day as well. It's Sant Esteve, and is like a strong tradition to eat cannellons, which is cannelloni, the Italian. It's quite similar, and it's with meat as well, because we eat a lot of meat during Christmas, like too much. And cannellons, I think it's one of the other. And then the 6th of January, we have like Turtell de Reis or Roscón de Reyes, which is in Spain as well, because the 6th of January is the three magic kings, and we have this cake, like it's like a big donut, because you have like a hole inside, like in the middle. And it's inside there is like a cream. I don't know how to say it. I don't know the word in English, but it's like a cream. And outside you have like these fruits, like pieces of fruit, but with sugar. So it's like
Candied fruit.
Yes, I think it's candied. Yeah. So this is more or less what we eat in Catalonia and Spain during Christmas.
Do you also have like some really typical dish on the New Year's Day, so on the 1st of January? Because in Slovenia we have something called sarma. It's actually a Bosnian dish, from the Balkans, Serbia and Bosnian.
Okay.
And it's like big pieces of cabbage, and you put meat and rice inside, and then you roll it and you cook it in the tomato sauce. And I don't know, it's really common in Slovenia that we eat that on the 1st of January because it's supposed to help you with hangover.
Okay.
Do you have something like this?
No,
some dish that would magically cure your hangover.
No. Actually, in Spain, because with my family, the 1st of January it's like a festivity day as well, because it's the saint of my father, San Manuel or Manuel. And he really likes to eat like a special dish. That's why we always eat this dish, but it's just in my family, I think. But then the 21st of December, the last 12 seconds of the year in Spain, all the people, the whole all the population, like all the people that are in Spain, is eating grapes. So it's 1 grape per second. So yes, and this is going to help us during the year. Like it's going to be a lucky year if you do it. And then I think that in Italy,
but you should also succeed, not
if you swallow all of them.
Yes.
Swallow in time,
Yes, exactly.
Otherwise, it will be bad.
Yes, exactly. No, I don't know, but it's. I think that I've never been able to do it like well. Like it's always like a mess. And in Italy, I know that they eat, because in my family, and I think in Spain some families do it as well, but they eat lentils to have a lucky year and so on. So yeah. Yes. Okay. So what about Santa Claus and presents and so on in your countries? Do you have like a special character or like
In France, maybe I can start because in France I think it's the less original one.
Alright.
Because at least in my family, like we don't do Christmas in a religious way, so it's like really, it's just an excuse to be together and like celebrate together. But we have like Santa Claus, like the basic one with red clothes and white beard, but we don't do like we don't have a lot of traditions. At least I don't know. Maybe in other places like they go to church maybe, but in my family it's not like that. And I don't know, like maybe the traditions we have, but it's not only in France. We have this calendar in December.
Oh yes, yeah.
And during like Christmas, in my family we don't wait. Like I think most French family, they wait for the 25 in the morning to open the present. In my family we eat, but we are very slow, and so it's like, oh, in 30 minutes it's midnight, so let's wait and open the present. So usually we do like the 24, we have dinner together, then we wait for midnight, we open the present, and that's it. And on 25 we go to my grandmother's house and we eat again more.
And how do you call, like in French, Santa Claus? Sorry.
Yeah, as you said, Père Noël, Papa Noël.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same in Spanish. Okay, Papa Noel.
Papa Noël as well?
Papa Noel in Spanish,
okay.
yeah.
So yeah, in Slovenia we have more than just a Santa Claus. We have actually 3. We call them good men of the Christmas time.
Okay.
So the first one is Saint Nicholas. So we celebrate it almost like here in Poland. In Slovenian it's called Sveti Miklauš. And it's coming from obviously the religious traditions, Catholic traditions, and it's on the 6th of December. And we were talking just the other day that it always comes together with angels on one side and the devils on the other side. So a lot of times there, I don't know, in some church communities they make a play that they show how Saint Nicholas was doing his job, what was the beginning of him, and the devils usually come at the beginning, and they are like with the chains, they are smashing things, and they are quite scary actually. They're quite scary. So, but they say in Slovenia that sometimes children should be scary a bit, so they're a bit more polite. So yeah, in my hometown, like Saint Nicholas goes to the main square, and he's the one who turns on the Christmas lights. So we don't have Christmas lights until the 6th of January, even though in our capital, for example, the Christmas lights starts already, 20 of November, something like this, quite a bit before. But we have quite a tradition that we do this on St. Nicholas Day, it all starts. And then we also go with somebody who is dressed like St. Nicholas. We go around the retirement home, we bring them presents, so they're really happy. And also in the schools, in the kindergarten, they're usually like bringing somebody to talk to them, to sing songs and stuff like this. And then the other is, of course, Santa Claus.
But you say Santa Claus?
We say Božiček.
Oh,
Božiček, because Božič is Christmas, so Božiček, the man of Christmas, something like this. I think this was more popular since our independence, probably after the 90s, maybe a bit before, but I wouldn't say a lot. With all this westernization, the idea from the West. And the third one, this one is of course on the 25th of December, and the last one was first in former Yugoslav Republic, so in the Socialist Republic of Yugoslavia. It's called Grandpa Cold. This is the translation, but it's called Dedek Mraz. It has its roots in Russia in the 30s. I think it's called something similar. I don't remember exactly how. And it doesn't have like red clothes, but it has gray clothes and special hat that is very traditional for that part of Europe. And this one is on the 1st of January. And then it depends on the family. If they're like more from the Christian traditions, they're usually like the San Nicholas is bringing the present. I know some of the children are given the presents for all three of them. I think that's too much.
Okay. But you can have like 3 times presents in Slovenia.
You can have it.
If you're lucky.
Okay, wow.
Well, I didn't have it.
Okay.
Honestly, I didn't need it.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, also this Dedek Mraz is in schools and depends on the people who wants to promote each one of them more or less.
Okay.
But we don't get anything for the 6th of January.
You don't have anything.
We don't have.
for
I mean,
that day.
we have a bit different tradition. Maybe I can talk a bit later. So.
You can talk now.
Okay, I mean it's like not really giving a present, but usually the group of people gather. It's maybe like a choir that knows how to sing, and they make costumes of the 3 kings.
Okay.
And they go around the houses. They sing songs. Maybe they prepare some cookies to sell them. They're not really selling, but it's just to give to the people, and they're maybe receiving some money to go to give it to charity usually for different propositions. And yeah, that's mostly it. This is called koledowanie. I think here in Poland is similar. I think I heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
just before, because I remember that in France actually we do something also for the 6th, but it's not a celebration. It's just a day where we eat a special cake. It's not really a cake. It's some kind of pie, but with inside almond powder.
Yes.
I don't remember the name, and we put like a small thing inside. I don't remember the name as well.
Okay.
And like we need to give each other.
Yeah.
Like everybody takes a piece of cake, and then the person who has this thing became the queen or the king, like for the day or something.
So it's
like
the
that.
same in Spain. Like the cake that we eat in the 6th of January is the same. You have 2 small things. I don't know. One is like I don't know the name in English, but it's like it's not a lentil, it's not a chickpea, like it's like a bean. Yeah, exactly. It's like a bean, and then you have the king, the figure of the king. So if you take a piece and if you eat the piece and you bite the piece of cake and you have the king, you become the king. And if you bite the bean, you have to pay for the cake.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. So
in France, it's just the bean. The bean. Like initially, it was just with a bean, but now, it was more like a few years ago, and now it's more like small sculptures.
Okay.
Like of different kinds of things, but like figures of anything. Yeah. And no, it's only positive. You can have negative things.
Okay, so in Spain, there is Papa Noel around Spain, I think, and then the 3 kings in the 6th of January. So the 3 kings is a big thing in Spain, all around Spain. It's sometimes I think it's more important than Santa Claus or Papa Noel in some families. And there is like a big parade the night of the 5th of January.
and you give the letters to the three kings, and each kid has like a favorite one. So you have like a favorite one and so on, and it's like a big thing, and it's really nice because the parade it's like really beautiful in each city, because you have one in each city of Spain, around Spain.
But what do you write in these letters?
What do you want? Like the presents that do you want to have? Like you ask for
but
the
in the
kings.
5th of January.
You can give the letter the 5th of January, or you can give it before if you like you don't want to rush, you know.